Well, hello, and welcome back to Gaming's DigiPride 2024 and another special episode, a very special episode of Let's Go Gaming. I'm your host, Miabyte, and today I'm joined by the one and only SpringSims.
Hello,
Hello.
hello. What? Happy
How
to
are
happy to
you
be
today?
here.
Happy to
I'm
be
doing
here?
really good.
Mm. Good. What have you been up to today? Just chilling?
Yeah, mostly I've just been chilling, trying to work. I just got back from a trip literally yesterday night.
Oh my
So I've been
goodness.
trying to get back into my groove of playing The Sims,
Hmm.
recording, streaming, everything, but it's been super fun. I'm not tired, honestly, which is kind of surprising. Like when you're traveling, you're exhausted the next day, but I don't feel as exhausted.
You don't feel as exhausted. I'm glad to hear that. Usually when I get back from traveling, I'm jet lagged to heck. I need like a day before I can do anything. But I'm a diva, so that's pretty much what happens. Yeah. So we're gonna be having a bunch of fun today. But before we jump into any of that, and I tell you about any of that, our wonderful viewers at home, I have to tell you that as usual, DigiPride 2024 is presented by Jammer Games and sponsored by Devolver Digital and Wizards of the Coast. So a massive thank you to them for helping to highlight the best of queer media. I do have an update though. We have an update. We have brand new news. We've now confirmed that the Gaming Awards this year will be airing on the 25th of June at 11 p.m. PT, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and 7 p.m. UK here on our channels. But not only on our channels here, but also over on IGN. So that's a really
Ooh.
cool. Absolutely, very cool. Massive thank you to be partnering with IGN. What a cool notion! And of course, for all the rest of the info on DigiPride, you can head over to our DigiPride homepage over on gamingmag.com/DigiPride. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Now,
Mhm.
today, we're playing The Sims 4, aren't we? We're going to be playing
Yeah.
The Sims 4, taking a quick look with the experts themselves, SpringSims. You play a lot of The Sims, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
playing The Sims since of like 4 years old. It's been 24 years, and it's
24
kind of crazy
years.
that it's been that long. But
God,
it's
I
like one of my
I feel
favorite
so
games to
old.
play.
I feel so old even thinking that games are that old now. Jeez. Which Sims
I
did you start
know.
with? Were the original Sims
I started
or?
with Yeah, I started with The Sims 1, and then I just didn't really understand it at first until like The Sims 2 came out, and then I'm like, okay, this makes a lot more sense. I'll
Mhm.
go with this one because it's nicer, more chaotic, and I was old enough to understand like what The Sims was because I played
Mhm.
it a little bit more, and then Sims 3 came along, and now we have Sims 4. So,
Mhm.
been a long journey, I will say.
A long journey. Now I see you've got a lot more options here than the typical Sims gamer. Can you explain why that is?
You know, the thing is, I don't have a problem, but it's not a problem. I have a lot of custom content,
Mhm.
and if anyone's not aware what custom content is, basically it's like modded content that you can have in your game that are created by other people who also love The Sims or any other video game that you might be thinking of. Like for example, like Stardew Valley or Baldur's Gate 3. Like those type of games have modded stuff as well. But Sims is also the same way. People can mod stuff and people can download and utilize it in their game however they want.
Mm. That's very cool. I see so much creativity like here already, like so many different hairstyles that I'm
I
assuming like are just
know.
missing from the base game then in that case.
Yeah, I would like to see more different types of hairstyles like braids and
Mhm.
dreads and locks and a lot of POC hairs I would love to see more of in the game, and I feel like we haven't gotten a lot of it, but who's to say they're not making it now? And we
Mm.
might get it eventually in the future.
Fingers crossed. I love that idea. And I
Yes.
see you've got a bunch of content from friend of the show Ebonics as well, the wonderful
Yes, I
Ebonics.
do.
I
I
love
love Abundance. Abundance
Yeah.
is so nice.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, This is your character, Aiden Peters. Does like so
Yes.
I'm new to The Sims. Um,
Hmm.
I know you can't necessarily give like your characters like a story like in the game so much so like you set up their personalities and things and then you essentially let them loose and decide what you want to do with them. But do you ever
Yeah.
like come up with like stories for your characters or anything like that for your
Oh,
Sims?
always.
Mhm.
Always. I feel like if I'm not creating some type of story for my Sims characters, I'll get bored very easily.
Mhm.
And it's like the fun part about The Sims is open-ended. You can do whatever you want, however you want. That pretty much gives you freedom to build it from the ground up. You can
Mhm.
start with like 0 simoleons and then have a million simoleons, or just live in a very small little shack or a big giant mansion. They could become a doctor, they can become a lawyer, they can be a musician, they can be the police, they can do anything. So storytelling is like my main thing, what I
Mhm.
love about The Sims.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's Aiden's story here? Because I see you've prepared a character for us, a
You,
sim for us.
you know what? I've been going back and forth between a lot of things, and I've already pre-built a house already for
Mhm.
today. Why not? And the whole gist is that Aiden Peters is going to be applying to university to become a painter, some type of creative visionary person for the people in Copperdale and the surrounding area. Um, but he likes painting, he loves gardening, he loves plants, he loves people. So I will probably eventually just give him the creative traits
Mhm.
alongside with the green fiend traits,
Ah.
which how the Sims are happiest when living in green streets and continuously work towards making their environment more eco-friendly, which like
Get
the little things just
I
make the game.
I love the inherent comedy of The Sims sometimes,
photo
like in
ops,
order to show off
Zephyroo,
that
son.
he likes nature, and then like just stuff growing around him.
Yeah. I think that's like it can go both ways. You can either hurt your sim or help your sim, depending
Mhm.
on what kind of storyline that you're creating or whatever you want to do.
Mhm.
Um, I think if like since you're like new to The Sims, I would say like if you want to like really get into it, challenges are always the best way to get into it. Like the Not So Berry challenge or the Rags to Riches challenge.
Okay,
There's like a plethora of
wait.
things
You're
you can
throwing a
do.
lot of information at me. Let's break this down first of all. What was the first one that you
Yeah,
said? The
yeah.
first challenge?
Not So Berry.
The not so berry. What is what is the not so berry challenge? If you don't mind me asking.
So the Not So Berry challenge was created by Little Simsy and Always Simming, where each generation is a different career, aspiration, um, sets of skills that you have to do
Mhm.
in order to go to the next one. And it's each gen has a story to it. Each like has like a backstory where it follows a Sim's life where they want to complete every single skill, but they want to be the best in 5 of the skills, or
Oh,
they want to get
interesting.
all the postcards in The Sims 4, or become criminal, and then date everyone. So it's really fun. It's just like 10 generations, which I feel can be a bit of a commitment because
Mm.
there's 10 gens and then there's multiple careers that you can do.
Mhm.
But it's pretty easygoing. I don't think it's as complicated. I've done it before and I've gotten up to, I think, 13 generations right now. Because like there's an extended version.
are you familiar with Pokemon at all? Do
Oh
you
yes, I
yeah.
am.
Would you say
Mhm.
it's like the Sims version of a Nuzlocke? Or is there anything equivalent to that in The Sims?
Uh, I don't know. I would probably say so. I mean, like there are achievements and things like that where you can find and collect everything from gems to postcards to elements, frogs, food. It's a lot of things. So like you got to catch them all.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the idea of their like going into a game with restrictions as well to make it like more
Hmm.
challenging for yourself when you've played it like so many times. Like, what brings you back to The Sims time and time again? Would you say? What is the appeal to you? Why The Sims?
I guess because I've always grown up with it my entire life that I didn't know any other game that sparked joy where I could like escape reality and
Mm,
be able to create myself in a video game that I felt seen and heard in, and
yeah.
there's no like fear of judgment.
Mm,
Um,
absolutely.
and it's like being able to create my dream life how I want.
That is pretty cool. I feel like that's getting more and more appealing these days as well. You know? Yeah.
Yeah,
Times might be
I
tough
will say
out
The
here, but in
Sims
The
4.
Sims, I'm a millionaire. Let's go. You know?
I mean, hey, honestly, gotta be a millionaire somewhere. If
Yeah.
we can't do it in real life, we gotta do it in the Sims, and
Yeah.
that's a click of a button, mother load 10,000 times, and
That
then you're good.
I mentioned this before we went live, but like that's all I would do when I was young. I had the I think my sister had The Sims too. And the extent of my gameplay would be creating a character, spending way too much time creating a character, jumping into the game, using the cheat codes, and then just like putting everything I wanted into the perfect house, and then forgetting about the game after that. But the times
Mm,
that I have spent with it have been fun. So yeah.
it's good.
hmm
I
Uh,
love The Sims too. Oh, I could talk about it all day long and never
mhm.
stop talking about it because it's so interesting, you
Mm.
know?
Well, the funny thing
Like
is,
it's
I don't know. So yeah, you can. What's
oh,
appealing? Like, which is your favorite of the series? Actually, that's a good question. Like, which one of the series you think got it right? Obviously, The Sims 4 has a lot of content that you can put into it. So does that have any kind of effect on
true.
how you view the games? Or
Like for me, I
hmm
love The Sims 2 because like when I first played The Sims was The Sims 1, but The Sims 2 was like the game that I understood The Sims a little bit more and I fell in love with the gameplay and the randomness and the chaoticness of what it was.
mm,
And I think it's like the nostalgia of why I keep coming back to it. But in terms of like games like The Sims that is fun to play and have like more creative freedom would be The Sims 4.
mm, very cool.
Because like Sims 4 has it all. We have pronouns, binders, and shapewear. We have glucose monitors. We have hearing aids. The text is a lot more I feel accurate and a lot more friendlier than the other previous games. And there's a lot more careers and aspirations and skills. And you're able to like interact with anyone. It may
Mm,
not be an open world like The Sims 3 had, where everything was open to you, but I enjoy the closed offness of what The Sims 4 is. And I think a lot of people have to think about The Sims in a different way where we may not have cars, we may not have open world, but you have to spice it up for yourself. And I think that's also where custom content comes into play to add that spiciness to your Sims lives that you're
wow.
looking for.
So in terms of like representation, it's Sims 4, no, hands down. Yeah.
100%.
hmm
Yes. Better
Yeah.
skin tones, better hair styles, better hair types. 100%. Sims 4 is the iconic game that everyone needs to have. It's free. Sims 4 is free to download on every
Oh, it's
platform.
free to download. I see. I didn't even know that. Maybe I
Yeah,
should download that and give it a go. Wow.
you should.
How many
Base game is free.
base games? Because I know there's a lot of like DLC packs for it. Like a lot,
Mhm.
right? Which one is your personal favorite? Or like out of them, like a handful, I guess. What would you say is a draw for you?
Well, we have 78
I
packs in
was
The
gonna say it's
Sims
a
4,
tough
which is kind
question.
of
78 packs is
wild.
a lot.
So I guess honestly, the one that I would probably go with maybe I really gravitate towards family gameplay. So anything that has like children
mm,
involved and being able to like, play with the entire family, with the elders and the teenagers and the young adults and adults are always like my thing. So it would probably be have to be across different packs like seasons, which is an expansion pack, growing together that we just recently got a couple of years ago. parenthood, where you can basically parent your kids. You have a parenting skill. The higher it is, the better you're able to parent your kids. Um, I guess also let me look at this catalog because we got a bunch.
Mm,
But yeah, definitely seasons, Discovery
okay.
University, high school years, growing together,
Oh my gosh, that
parenthood,
is so much. Jesus.
uh, toddler stuff, and kids from stuff, alongside with some of the kits that we've gotten recently, like the Urban Homage kit, which was a very great kit, by the way, was co-collaborated with by Ebonics with the Sims team. So that's like really,
Yes.
really good. Um,
I
I don't
love
know. I
that.
have a lot of favorite packs, and we have a lot,
Wait,
but
do
it,
do you
it's
have
a
all the
nice
packs?
mixture.
Like every single one?
Yes, I have
Oh
them
my
all.
gosh. You know what? You know what I feel like right now? I feel like, do you know when gamers go into like news shows that don't know anything about video games? That's how I feel like now. I feel like one of those reporters sitting down being like, "Oh, and so you shoot people in this Fortnite, or like you could jump out of a bus? What is it?"
I mean, honestly, there are mods that exist like that for The Sims where you can
Really?
shoot other Sims and like run people
That's
over.
awesome. I love that. I love
But I
that.
think it's funny. I'm like, oh,
The amount of creative freedom. Fantastic. Mm. But let's switch
okay.
gears a little bit. I want to talk about you and your content creation. So
Yeah.
how did you first start out getting into content creation?
Well, I've always wanted to be a content creator in some sort of medium,
Mm-hmm.
whether it was like online or offline. But I started making content when I was like 14 years old. I created my first YouTube channel and I still have that channel and another channel. But I started at 14 years old and my entire content life was all about The Sims,
Mm,
nothing but The Sims and storytelling. And I started with like The Sims 2 making machinima videos where it was like making a movie but in a video game for the internet to see
I love that.
on YouTube,
Yeah.
and, it was really fun because I wanted to become a director in some sort of way.
Mm,
I love writing, I love directing, I love acting, voice acting, and so I to tie all that passion was, like, putting that into The Sims, and then later on, when I got a little bit older and was a little bit more level-headed and not delusional half of the time, I was like, "Let's stream." So I streamed on YouTube. Didn't really like it that much because I didn't understand the idea, the culture behind it, and
mm-hmm.
even though it was on a platform where everyone knew who I was, it didn't feel like a sense of community, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
It's kind of
and
like is
so
a bit little bit disparate over on YouTube and a little bit unattached, I guess.
Yeah, and so
Mm,
that's kind of why I moved over to Twitch to stream because it felt more like a community. It felt safer, it felt more kinder, and I didn't really tell anyone because I wanted to grow my audience organically. And from then on, I'm like, I've been doing streaming on Twitch since 2017. So I'm coming up on 7 years of streaming on Twitch, which is kind of wild to
wow.
think about.
7 years. Lord, yeah. It is a long time. Gosh darn.
Yeah,
Well, again, congratulations on 7 years coming up. Like that's amazing
thank
to be
you.
active for that long. And of course, you've been nominated this year at the Gaming Awards. So like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, potential LGBTQIA plus stream of the year. How do you feel about that?
Mhm. Honestly, when I feel like I got the email and like, are you my initial reaction to anything that I get nominated for, I'm like, "Are you sure?
Hmm.
Like, why me? I don't understand. I don't understand the idea." I'm like, "Okay, thank you so much for nominating me. I appreciate it so much. Like, are you sure?"
I feel like that
No, I was
anytime
really
somebody gives me a
honored.
compliment, I'm like, really? Are you sure? Are you sure you want to
Like,
be like what? Yeah, yeah, but no, it's well deserved. You're good at what you do, so yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
I honestly, even if I don't win, I'm like, I'm just appreciative of being on this category amongst other creative people.
Mm.
And I'm looking forward to watching the Gaming Awards on this month.
Yeah, the
So
25th. So there'll be.
yes, the
Thank you for the
25th.
reminder. Yes, for those of you watching or just tuning in, the Gaming Awards will be on the 25th of this month. So make sure you tune in on this channel and over on IGN, which is going to be amazing. So yeah, yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Imposter syndrome is very real.
it
Like
is.
when you're like making content and you're on the internet for who knows how long, you're always thinking, am I being a fraud? Is this like a real thing? I don't know if like I'm doing things right or
Mhm.
wrong, or should I say this or should I say that? And you get into your own head. And I think at the end of the day, it's like when you have supportive people around you, whether it's like your parents or your friends or anyone actually, it makes it a lot less scary.
Yeah,
So it made my life a little bit more easier to know that there were people around me that I knew I could lean on to and trust and just have a happy, good, lucky life, I guess.
absolutely. It's always helpful to have people in your corner, like rooting for you and reminding you that no, you are good at what you do and you deserve this. So it's always good to have that, and the idea that you know what. Everybody else has imposter syndrome too. Even the people at the top have imposter syndrome. It's like really common. It's ridiculous. Like, yeah,
Exactly.
I was speaking w- also that's adorable and I didn't know you could have pets in the game. That's amazing.
Yeah, we have cats and dogs. We
So
have like mixed breeds of cats and dogs.
Aiden has a cat then. What's who is this cat? What's it? What cat are we going for? Or are we going for a dog? Are we going for a cat?
I'm going for a cat because
You're
I
going for a
put some
cat.
cat stuff in the house. Maybe
Oh,
a
cool.
Japanese bobtail cat.
Ooh. I
Very
love cats.
cute.
Do you have a cat?
No, I would want one. I feel like I'm more of a dog person than a cat person,
Mm.
but I have a bit of a mixture between both, I feel. People have told me that. I'm a
I
very calm personality.
I have a little ball of chaos energy myself. His name is March. He regularly makes appearances. In fact, he's right here. Um, I'm gonna annoy him now. Yeah, doing this, but he's not very happy about this. Clearly, this is Mochi. He's adorable. Would I be
Oh,
able to recreate him in The Sims?
yes. What kind of breed is your cat?
He is a mackerel tabby because he has a little like M
Hmm.
on his head. I'm not sure if you can see the little dark M on his head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We have tabby cats, but I don't think we have mackerel tabby cats though. But we have some tabbies. And you can like also of course like change like the skin color,
That's pretty close.
skin color, fur color of your cats and your dogs in the game. And you can also like do mixed breeds and like manipulate the eyes and the face. And you can even draw
I'm
on your
actually
cat.
I'm amazed that you can go as far as like manipulating the features of the cat. That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah. It's kind of wild of like other things you can do in this game. It's kind of overwhelming, but like
Wow.
in the best possible way.
A little bit of eyeshadow on
Like
our
it's
cat here. I love that.
yeah. Uh, it's always so surprising, like, what you can and cannot do, but, like, I feel like the possibilities are, like, endless with this game.
Mhm. Mhm. Is there anything like missing you say you'd want in like the next like big sim like if they edited this version of the Sims, like did a big update, or if they made a new Sims, is there anything that you think should be in there that's missing right now? Also, speaking of the
Well,
cat,
I
he's
would
chewing
l
on something. 2 seconds, sir.
oh. I would like to see, online dating. That's something that I would love to see. Online dating in The Sims would be really cool to have. More
Oh, that
stuff
would be
for
cool.
elders. Where's the eraser tool? Oh, here it is. Um But I would like to see, like, online dating and new ways to kind of get my Sims more out of their shell and get out of the
Mhm.
house a little bit more because 'cause they're a little bit of introverts.
Totally.
So,
So, is there
I would
any
like
like kind of
that.
online component at the moment, or?
So they did put out a new roadmap recently, I think like a month or 2 ago,
Mm.
announcing, like, what we're getting for the next couple of months. We just got 2 new kits called the, Cozy Bistro kit and then the, Rivera Retreat kit, which are both building kits. One adds, like, more pool-related type of build content, and another one gives you more of like a bistro feel with like bar counters, and it looks really, really, really good for
Mm.
what they brought to the game. And then we're getting a romantic expansion pack that's I don't really know what it's going to be about really, but they have shared that it might be something. People are speculating that
Mm.
we might get online dating in that pack and an upgraded dating system, but we really honestly have no clue when it's going to be released or how it's going to look. But we're just being hopeful at the end of the day, I will
Mm.
say.
How would you feel about, say, how would you feel about, say, like an online MMO of The Sims? Say, like you have your own street and stuff, and then you can go into, like, say, a city and like interact with others and have like that social interaction there and have dating at like real bars and things. How'd you feel about that?
Like was real like with real people?
Yeah, like with real people on the other end of it, like controlling their Sims and you're controlling yours, but you don't have direct control. It's still like that Sims-esque. You tell them what to do rather than controlling them directly.
Yeah. I've always been like a person who's never really liked online games where I'm like interacting with other people. I don't mind them
Mm-hmm.
personally. But I think when it comes like to a Sims game, I get too scared. I'm like, I don't know how I feel. It feels weird, unusual because we never had it unless you've played like Sim City and that was online. And I really didn't play the online version
Mm.
of it, but I'm not opposed to it. I'm open to the idea of a MMO for like a Sims game again.
Interesting.
They are working on the Sims 5, so
I'd love to see some more
that is
online
a thing that's
components.
happening.
That'd be that the social aspects would definitely be a draw for me if they had something like that. But yeah, um, so cool. We got a little kitty cat here, and you've like prepared a whole house for us, have you?
Yes, I did. Let me give this
Awesome.
cat a name. Toby. Toby
Toby
is the
with the
name of
toe
the pet.
beans. Oh my god.
I love it. Okay, let's see. Oh, also too, to let everyone know, I don't know if anyone follows like Sims news or anything, but I feel like I am a Sims pro.
Hmm.
I dig, but they are coming out with a Sims movie.
Wait. There's a
And
Sims movie?
yeah, there's a Sims movie that's gonna be in the works. They announced it a while ago. I think like Variety and Deadline, like all the major like platforms have talked about it. That Margot Robbie's production company, Lucky Chap,
Hmm.
is producing the Sims movie, and then the director and writer of the Disney Plus series Loki is directing and co-writing the movie. And then it just got like acquired for like the I don't know what's like distribution was Amazon MGM. So
Ah.
it's like we have the people lined up, smart people, and I think it's gonna be a live action based off of like what Margot Robbie did with Barbie and
Honestly,
everything.
like
But
if it's anything like Barbie, that would be pretty cool. Like I can see like a combination of like Barbie and maybe Free Guy, like those kind of like worlds colliding together in sort of tone. That would be really cool to see for a Sims
yeah,
movie.
it would be.
Mm-hmm.
It would be. I feel like after like all these packs that we have in The Sims, well, we have 78 packs. And I feel like trying to think about the number of how much it costs, like I think like over $1,000. But to lay it down, base game is now free. But when it wasn't free, they had like different tiers. They had like the base part and then a premium edition and a collector's edition, like a double deluxe or a digital deluxe technically. And they were all
Mm-hmm.
different price ranges. But expansion packs are $40. Game packs are no, expansion packs are 40. Game packs are 20. Stuff packs are 10. And kits are $5. So when you put that all into a calculator and totaling up every single
It's a
thing,
lot.
I feel like it's over a
Yeah.
thousand.
Oh,
Which
geez.
is kind of overwhelming because it's so expensive, but I don't mind it. But
Mm-hmm.
still, I'm like, let's make it cheaper, please and thank
That's a
you.
lot of investment. Speaking about
Yeah.
investment, you built this whole house
Oh,
like specifically for this, which is amazing. Just to even see it
mhm.
first of all, like, yo. What was your inspiration going into like building this little house for us? A very green house as well, which definitely matches the character too.
To be honest though, I just kind of free build a lot in The Sims.
Hmm.
And I just kind of think about like what is my Sims storyline going to be first and foremost? Are they going to be a painter, an artist, a doctor? What is it going to be? And so I add in like their personality into the build. Like Mr. Aiden here, he loves painting, he loves gardening, so I added in like a piano here. I added some gardening boxes, a little bee
It's got a little
box. I
beehive.
also
Let's go. I love that.
I also added in a little easel in the back, and then upstairs we have a video station where you can make videos literally for a living,
Hmm.
like a little Sims tuber or a live streamer. So there's a lot of different things that I wanted to add in, and plus add in like my personal style into the game too.
Yeah.
Um, but this is his bedroom. We also have the bisexual pride flag as well.
Let's
They
go. We love a little bi pride.
The Sims. I think the Sims collaborated with It Gets Better to do a pride update in the game. So we have a bunch of like pride flags and a lot of cool pride related things in the game that makes me so happy.
Oh my God,
Because like
so
I feel like
all the
more
options. Let's go.
representation, the better. So
Yes,
they
the
have a
trans flag.
lot
Let's
of different.
go. Seeing all sorts in there. You got your main pride flag. So many options. So
This
many
is
options.
I know.
Hmm.
What's my
Hmm.
favorite Sims game? Be Sims 2.
Yeah.
Sims 2 all the way. But let's go ahead and roll Aiden into university because I did want to have him apply to university, and I realized that I have a bunch of mods in my game. So the thing that we have to do is basically make a university application.
Hmm.
There's a mod that I downloaded a while ago called the University Overhaul mod by Deep Indigo that overhauls the whole university application process.
Hmm.
Where normally you would just send an application and find out if you're accepted or denied. Well, with this mod, you can submit your high school transcript, you can get a teacher's recommendation. Like, the possibilities are literally endless with this game. Kind of overwhelming.
Is
It's, it's right here.
Are those me's in the in the computer? That's amazing. I love the
Oh yeah, he was playing
creativity.
some video games.
Yeah, absolutely love the creativity of the Sims community. Like it's just so much stuff.
It's kind of overwhelming,
Yeah.
especially like a person who's ever played The Sims or is like trying to figure out what is this from, like what pack is this from, where did you get this from? So it can be a
Hmm.
little bit tricky, but overall very, very fun. Also, Toby, why are you on the counter? Please let's not do
Listen,
that
I have
today.
the same problem with my cat. I keep the
Normally,
kitchen door closed because like he's always up on the counters. It's terrible.
normally you can't control your pets in The Sims 4, but since I got a mod, I can control this cat however I want.
My goodness. Oh, I wish I had that. That would be so helpful, I tell you what. So let's break this down actually then. Say somebody was approaching The Sims, say like a queer person like myself
Yeah.
wanted to get into The
Mhm.
Sims. What would you say is like the basic package of this is what you should go for like a very fulfilled queer representative experience? What packs would you say you need?
Well, honestly, we all know you have to have the base game for sure because that's
Hmm.
a thing that you need to have. I guess in terms of that, I probably would say get famous is really nice because you can
I thought you were just telling the
basically
people to get
create
famous for a second there. No, the get famous pack.
get famous now,
Get famous
and
before you
then
even
you can
start The
play games.
Sims. You'll enjoy it a lot more. So there's a get famous pack. Okay, cool.
Get famous for sure. I would
Hmm.
say seasons is definitely a must-have because what you can do, with the base game they do have already, like a calendar system. But once you have like seasons installed, and you can create your own events however
Hmm.
you want. So let's say for Aiden Peters, for him today or tomorrow, we can actually make our own Pride event however we want.
You can make a
So
Pride
we can,
event? Yo, I
yeah,
love that.
you can. You
Oh,
can do
that's
it as a
epic.
holiday, just like this, and you can call it Pride. I'm gonna put it all caps because it's Pride Month, and it's
Yeah,
be
totally.
loud
Happy
and
Pride,
proud.
everybody, by the way. Happy Pride Month.
Yeah, happy Pride, everyone.
Mhm.
Um, you have icons that you can choose from. I like this one. You can set the decoration theme. You can also have days off of work and school. And then you have like these traditions that you can choose from. So you can choose like attend holiday ceremony, baking, barbecue, carve pumpkins. I guess we can like do some decorations. We can
Mm.
do some gift giving. We can go to, where's the one at? Traveling, I think I have. I don't remember where it's at. Um, but you can do a lot of things, and your Sims can complete these goals or like these traditions and kind of get a special moodlet after it as well. And I think it's like really nice because when you're able to create your own events, it makes it a lot more personal for yourself and for your own kind of
Mm.
gameplay. So seasons is definitely a must have. And of course, you get all four seasons in the game when you have The Sims 4 seasons because of base game, it's just completely summer all the way straight through. Never
Now,
ending summer, but it can get a little bit hot.
now, considering chat said that going outside tanks performance for The Sims 3 in the older games, um, i- in this game, is there anything like shared social events where like a street party or anything like that? That'd be like I'm assuming not in this one, but that'd be really cool to see for the next game.
So you can like you can invite people over to your events that you
Mm-hmm.
are like planning. And if you are planning an event, you can do it in a public place and there will be other Sims that will come by
Ah.
and kind of interact with things, which I think is really nice because when it's like at your home, it's just your home
Mm-hmm.
and that's all you really have. But at a park or at a library or at a pool, it just makes it a lot more interactive for everyone to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we can actually, well, first of all, we need to go to bed or do something.
It's getting pretty late.
But yeah, it's like 1 a.m. in this game. It's kind of crazy.
Oh my god, honestly,
Uh,
same though. I'll stay up way too late playing video games. So, Aiden, person after my own heart.
Sometimes I'm like, what is bed? I'm like, I'll just go to bed whenever I feel like it, and I'll be able to rest
Yeah,
when I feel like it.
I wish that were the case. That'd be so cool.
It would be. I'm going to cheat this. I want him in school now. There we go.
So
That's
he's enrolled
better.
in
I wanted to
university.
show you.
Dope.
I wanted to show you what it looked like for the university enrollment. I have cheats where I can just
Oh.
cheat everything manually however I
Honestly,
want.
you know what? For a shortened, like compressed look at it, that's fantastic, and I don't think anybody would disparage you for that. Cheats, let's go.
So you can choose like which university you want to go to. Brightchester is like more of a historical type university, and then Foxbury is like more modern to
Ah,
me, and I don't like modern things. I like
okay.
an old school feel, has history to it.
What's that called?
Um,
Brightchester. The University of
yes,
Brightchester.
Brightchester.
Needed to be
Like, doesn't it
enrolled.
sound cool?
It does, yes. Very, very traditional and such. Yes.
Yes.
It's gonna be great.
So, oh, hmm.
So what will you be
Well, we don't have.
studying here?
I realize we don't have the correct skill sets right now in order to get our degree that we want.
No.
So,
Honestly,
I think
same. I've had that feeling in life as well.
I think to make a storyline out of it, it's like Aiden Peters used to live in this world called Willow Creek, which is one of the
Mhm.
base game worlds. And his parents were always thinking, hey, you should become like a doctor or some type of lawyer or something that's more tangible, something like that. Because I feel like a lot of society feels like if you're doing something artsy fartsy, it's not going to get you anywhere in life or something like that. But
Mm.
he's like, no, I want to be who I want to be. I'm going to be myself and go in the degree that I want to go into. So, game development
Game
is
development.
another great way
That's a good
that we could
call.
do. An esports gamer or freelance programmer. It's kind of a mixture between arts and technology, but you're learning and you're being creative and you're doing
Mhm.
something that you want to do at the end of the day, not something that other people say that you should do. Don't
Mm,
let society depict what you should do. Be
yeah,
yourself. Let yourself shine.
we're bringing the gaming to the Sims, so very, very
Yes.
appropriate.
Hmm. We could go into debt, or we could just use our household funds.
Oh.
You actually can take out student loans, and if you don't pay them back, they will take your stuff.
They'll just take your
Um,
oh my god, just like real life. You know what? More of the
yeah.
escapist fantasy, I think, is better for this.
Yeah, that would be a lot better.
Yes.
So we have school Tuesday and Thursday for our game aesthetics and visual storytelling. And then, oh, and Tuesday and Thursday for game writing and interactive narratives. And then
Hmm.
soundscapes and game audio design Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we have a
So,
lot to choose
is
from.
is this something that your character will disappear for, or is it like an online course? Like, how does that work in the case of the game?
So everything is like kind of like a rabbit hole type of thing in The Sims 4,
Hmm.
where you can go to school with your Sims, but going to class is rabbit hole and they disappear for a couple of hours, then come out of the building.
Hmm.
But there is a pack called High School Years where you can go to high school with your teens
Oh, really?
and you can interact with other teenagers in the game. You can bring your classmates. You have final exams, prom, graduation, um, and career day, and then like some sports related stuff. But I think I would also tie that into the packs that I recommend to people who are wanting to like have more queer representation in The Sims and make it their own. Because I feel like
Mhm.
high school, you can do whatever you want, however you want. And when you're transitioning into like from high school to college and then college to like real life, it's like, oh, yeah,
I can't
what is
wait for
this?
like the next potentially the next Sims to like do it all to actually like show these locations and have that all in the base game. You know, that'd be so good.
Yeah. That would be very good because I think honestly there should be more things in The Sims. Like if you could choose, I'm gonna ask you a question now. If you could choose,
Ooh,
um,
okay.
like if you had like to make your dream Sims pack, what would it be? I'm also asking Chad as well. If you could choose your own Sims pack,
Lord, that is a
what would
good
it be?
question. Again, as somebody that's relatively new, a lot of it is very overwhelming to me. So if I had to choose my dream sim pack, I'd probably have, you know what, I've always been a stickler for like the romance in this, so I'd probably go for something that was like very romance focused. I'd probably go for like options. They need to do a saw tie-in, obviously. That would be a dream pack.
Ooh.
And then you could send all the classic thing of like people love to torture the Sims, right? So why not capitalize
Hmm.
on that and make a pack
Yeah.
crossover with Saw? And then you can send all of your obviously no gore, but you can send all of your Sims to a torture room and just torture them. I think that would be great, rather than just having them in the pool and you take the ladder out. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go for that instead. I don't
That would be nice.
know. That's a pie in the sky idea, but yeah, I definitely think like the social aspects of this would be good for me. I don't know what currently exists in the packs, but I'd love to be able to like take a sim out to like a speed dating bar or something like that. You know, I think that would be really cool.
Ooh,
Hmm.
that would be very fun. I would
Hmm.
actually kind of prefer, I would actually like to see that because I've always thought, ooh, I could recreate a TV show in The Sims 4 and then like pretend like, oh, I'm gonna do it this way. It's like, you're not the one. Go to the next line. Like
Hmm.
every 5 minutes, you just switch tables.
So what is this then? Is this just the world picker of like just because this one's not open world like the last one was, so you just have these different instances of worlds, or
Yeah. So you get to pick what world you want to travel to. Since we
okay.
don't technically have cars in the game, you can travel to any world, no matter how far it is, and just go there and travel
Hmm.
there. I wish we had like some type of more motor for
I was gonna say,
transportation.
would you
Like
like to
if you
see
could take
vehicles
the
make a
train,
return? Is that something that you would want?
in a way, yes and
Hmm.
no at the same time. Like I would like to see cars But my thing is like, how would that work? Because we don't have proper driveways in The Sims. But
Mhm.
I think at the end of the day, I would like to see a fixer-upper car like we had in The Sims 3, where
Mhm.
you could fix up a car and then sell it. But something like that.
Mhm. I would like to see, at least in the next one, the jobs that you have, like, have some kind of mini game tie-in, and an optional mini game
Ooh.
tie-in. So, like, say you're a pilot, maybe you get to fly a
Yeah.
plane, or you are a construction worker, and then you have a construction work mini game. So, it, like, feels like you're having an effect on how well you do in
Oh, Lempima.
your Sims life. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. That would be very cool.
But this
I
is
honestly
nice, though.
would love for them
Narble
to
for boy.
do a spin-off like The Sims. I don't know if you've ever played The Sims Medieval or heard of it, but it's kind of like The Sims, but in medieval times.
Oh,
You've got
really?
royals, you've got jesters, you've got a kraken type of monster in a pit, you've got pirates. It's like the whole thing is just so unique and different compared to like the regular Sims that we all know. That's all lighthearted and fun, but destruction and chaos is what I kind of would love to see again in the game.
Yeah. Honestly,
Jessene
same.
Clokas
Just
Rabana.
like
Eno planar.
put the idea of like a
Oh,
Sim
Jarvan
City
decor.
and this together, and
Oh,
I think you've
yeah.
got like a really cool game idea there.
Would you still love me if I was a worm? I romance like literally every single sim in this game. I'm like, how are you? What's up? Oh,
Oh, I didn't realize
hello?
somebody was singing. I thought it was just this is karaoke.
Yeah,
Haven't they
it's
like
so
put
interesting.
actual artists into The Sims and like given them Simlish versions of their songs?
They actually have. So the
It's
Sims
ridiculous.
team, they work with real life artists, and have them record their songs, but in Simlish.
Mm-hmm.
So we have thank you for stop singing. You were doing a lot. Um, like it was in my ear. But no, they have like a lot of songs. They've had in the past like Paramore. They've had BB Rexa. They've had Tori Kelly. They've had Katy Perry.
See, I'm
They've had
surprised for a game as queer as this that they haven't had Lady Gaga. But that's
I'm surprised about that as well.
I mean, if they can get her in Fortnite, then they can get her in The Sims. So.
True. I mean,
Oh my
like,
god, already making out? Scandalous.
we move forward in this
I was
game.
gonna say Aiden works fast, goddamn. But it's great to see that though, like just that same sex relations, like just straight in front like that.
Yeah.
No holes barred, just treating it like
No.
anything else, which is great. Because like
Plus, we have social media.
oh, you got
kind
social
of.
media now too. Yo.
Yeah, you can gain followers. You can gain fame from making videos, books,
Uh,
writing, literally anything in this game. But
Every
you can
extra
like
thing
send
you
them
add on
messages.
amazes me. It's ridiculous. Like I think there's enough, and then you bring out another thing to one up it. Yeah. So how does the social media technically work? Is it just you're posting stuff on? Is it the equivalent of Twitter? Is there angry messages on there too, or is it more
It
like
can be like
Facebook?
that.
Okay.
You can tag like Sims, like whoever you have in your contact list. You can click who and then choose like a friendly, flirty, funny, or mean message.
Oh my
And
god!
then it
Just
would
start that
go back.
imaginary beef. Let's go.
It's like Aiden said to this other guy saying, if I had a simoleon every time Alfred was cool, I'd be broke.
Ooh.
And then you could like also have these different little reactions, kind of like Facebook a little bit.
That's so
Um
cute.
and like they'll respond back too sometimes, but I think it's kind of funny. Um
Aww.
but no, I feel like life simulation games are like so cool like this.
Mm.
Like The Sims and Paralives and like Life by You and all these other cool games that are coming out this year. Kind of nice.
Mm. It's so
I think
so
that's kind of like
photogenic too.
why.
Yo.
Are you leaving me?
Oh, he's
Don't
off.
leave me.
Oh no.
What? Oh, well, he's gone. Oh well. I'll just call him later. It's fine. But no, I feel like The Sims has made. I think it started back in like, of course, the Sims started back in the year 2000, but it's been going on before then. But I feel like The Sims, if I like, you can also agree, like it's changed in my eyes, like the way gaming is
Yeah.
in terms of like representation and like life simulation games. Like the core at its core of The Sims is play with life how you want to play it,
Mm.
and if you want to be able to create something that's not in real life, you could do it in The Sims.
Like how important would you say like that representation is, that LGBTQI plus and POC representation to you in your games?
It is hugely important to me because I feel like there's no one side of okay. It's very important to me. Whereas like there's no one-sided like gender or sexuality. There's like the game when I'm allowed to be able to create characters like me or somebody that I know
Mm.
or I don't know. It's like if I want to make someone who is trans or bisexual or gay or demisexual or someone who's like going through a difficult time based on like their storyline or just in general, I'm able to create that. And if I'm able to create Sims with like my hair type and my skin tone and my body type and the way that I dress,
Mm.
then that's important to me. Like that's why I keep coming back to The Sims, and that's why I always feel like people need to know that Sims is in every person's game, not just a one specific type of player. Anyone can play The Sims, no matter how, no matter who they are, no matter what they do. Everyone is accepted,
Mm.
and I think that's like what people need to always think about, and that's why I always like believe that Sims will never die, and The Sims will always and forever be a staple within the community, the queer community, the Black community, the POC community, like every community you can think of, it's in this game.
It's quite interesting because like when you think about video games and video games with character creators specifically, because like those are usually the best source of like seeing that representation in games, is that how The Sims seems to be different is that in those other games you are playing into a pre-established role that you're just creating yourself
Yeah,
for. Even in games like Baldur's Gate 3, you're still playing a character with that character story, but The Sims, you
hmm
can craft any story you like, which is seems
exactly.
like that's true representation.
Oh my god,
These
I
singers are
gotta
something
go.
else, I tell you.
I
I
will
think
say
he's taking
though,
notes on what not to do when he's out of
yeah, I
the
was like,
club.
I'm just like, let's not sing this song. But let's actually go to Brightchester because that is where we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Um, it's a
So,
beautiful world. I have a custom map overlay, so it looks a little bit different.
oh, cute.
We'll bring you.
Oh, you can bring your pets along with you as well.
Yeah, you can. I think
Nice.
it's really cute. And other Sims can interact with the cat and pets. The pets may not like it. They might bark at you. They might even attack you if they don't know you.
Oh no.
I feel like pets in The Sims act like real life pets. Like cats will literally jump on the counters, top of the fridge,
Mm.
scratch the couch, scratch anything. And I think it's very funny that they made things realistic, but in a more simpler, easier way, if that
Mm.
makes sense.
I think one of the first things I'm gonna have to do is see how British I can get this game because I'm British, obviously. I'm gonna see if I can find a TARDIS to have modded into the
Mm,
game. Just get a TARDIS in there. That'd be pretty cool. I've been very into Doctor Who
that is
recently.
possible. That is possible. There is a European styled world called Windenburg, and that was a pack. Oh, that's a world that we got with a pack called Get Together,
Hmm.
where you could create clubs however you want, which I think is probably the next pack that I would add to the list of packs that people should get, because club making is, in my humble opinion, the best thing in the entire world.
Mm.
How do I make my club? Here it is. So you can make clubs. You can either join one that you see on this list. Um, some of them are like invite only, or you can just join straight up. But you can create your own club however you want. You can have up to 8 Sims in your club. Like you can have only up to 8 Sims in your household, and you can name it whatever you want. Let's
And
call it
this is just for your world, right? This isn't like this doesn't have any like online features or anything like that. These clubs.
correct.
Okay.
Correct. But
The
you can make club
Aidens. I love
requirements
that.
for for the ages, marital status, and all that fun jazz. And then club activities. So all the packs or the packs that you own are based off of, will give you the actions that you can choose from. So since I have all the packs, I can choose whatever I want that I have in this. And since Aiden loves painting, we will add a club activity action for painting. And then you can also choose up to 5 club actions for do's and don'ts. I think the next hobby could be like programming. You can even choose the location of where you want to have it at too. There's like a list. It's like it's kind of overwhelming, but in a good way, because there's so many places you can go to, but also at the same time, like, what do you even choose? So I say any art center would be a good idea.
I think
But
the club that I would make would be the No Homers club, and then I'll be allowed to have one, but not more than one.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll add Alfred. Why not? That's the only way we'll be in relationship. Yes. Oh, you also some people make a lot of interesting clubs where they have it where they can choose social actions where they can be romantic to everyone or
Okay.
fight everyone. Like a
Fight
fight
Club.
club.
Oh wait, the first rule is we can't talk about Fight Clubs. So
Right. No fight clubs.
no Fight Clubs. Those don't exist.
But it's like so interesting, like what you can do. It's
I
wild.
love the idea that you can make a Fight Club in this.
It's like, what can't we do in The Sims? Like I'm still learning more about this, like The Sims 4 every single day. That I'm like, when did we get this thing? I don't remember this being in the game. Did you just get your face painted?
Oh. I think it's like, is he being like oh, it's because he's like a mascot for his school, I guess. Like he's got the colors on of the school colors.
Yeah, there must be like an event happening today. Oh, there is.
There's a rally, yeah.
Oh, here's the mascot.
Is that a pep
the
rally?
dragon.
Is that, sorry, we don't have them in Britain. Would that be called a pep rally, or is that something else? Or is this just like a meetup?
You know, I feel like it's like kind of like a pep rally in a way. A little bit lackluster, not much going on, but in terms, yeah.
Cool.
Like we got the mascot, Darby the dinosaur, and then at Foxbury there's a lobster named Larry. Larry the lobster. Oh, there it is. Yep, there's Larry.
Just coming around for a bit of friendly banter, you know?
It's like so weird, but also like funny.
I feel like he's just cursing him out to his face.
I think so too. I don't know why he's even here, but you know what? There might be a fight.
He came to the opposing pep rally just to crap talk the people there. That takes some major cojones.
He's like, Foxbury. I'm like, no. Bridechester.
Everybody else is just like, who even is she? Who is she?
Oh, because Lilith Pleasant and Angela Pleasant. They're both twins, by the way. They're from The Sims 2, and they are twins. Lilith is more of like a
But they go to opposing
rebel
schools? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Angela's like the goody two-shoes, and Lilith is like more of like the evil child. It's kind of funny, like they have all these wild things.
I like that there's like returning characters from older games as well, and like you're kind of like following that story on a not a metatextual level, but like not being inherently part of it, but you can see that progressing as like side characters. It's super interesting.
Yeah, I like that too. I hope they do eventually add in more past characters. Like they did add in Agnes Crunklebottom, who is a
Sorry,
crazy
say
old
that name
lady,
again.
Agnes Crunklebottom.
Agnes. That's what I thought you said. I just couldn't believe it. Sorry. Who is Agnes Crunklebottom?
So Agnes Crunklebottom is an old lady in The Sims 4 that she doesn't like public affection. Like if you're kissing in front of her, like or she's like around that area, she'll come over and slap you with her purse, and then you'll get a moodlet saying Crunklebottomed because she hit you with her purse.
Oh.
Um, the lore behind it is that her husband, who is in the game that the Sims team created, which I don't really think that's a real her ex-husband, but either way, the storyline was like that he faked his own death by a chandelier. He ran off to go to the Yeehaw world that I call, which is called uh oh my gosh, what is that world called? I just kept calling it Yeehaw world, but
Is it
it's
like a Western
called
themed world or something?
Chestnut Ridge. Yes.
Oh, the ranch and stuff. Nice.
We have horses too, so that is one of them. But yeah, she's like a sim that you don't really want to get on her bad side. She only really resides in Hemford on Bagley,
Hmm.
which I feel like is another, I feel like European styled world as well.
But it does look. Yeah, I mean that name in itself, Henford upon Bagley, is it's very British.
Yeah. I feel like Agnes is kind of British as well. They
Mm-hmm.
have also the Goth
With a name
family,
like
the
Agnes
Landgrabs.
Crunklebottom, probably.
Yeah.
Good old
she,
Agnes
she has a sister
Crunklebottom.
named Agatha.
Ah, yes. Mm-hmm.
But it's like they all are adding these iconic characters. The Goth family, the Landgrabs, the Calientes, Don Lothario,
Mm.
um, are like some of like the OG characters that they were in the previous games that they've added back into this one.
So I'm assuming there's like
But yeah,
preset families as well, where these characters reside, right? So are there any like non-traditional families like preset into the game? I say
um,
non-traditional, but
like not created by like EA.
well, like are there any like characters like families from the get-go that just have like homosexual relationships or
Yes,
yeah, that's what I mean
yes,
by
there is.
non-traditional because that's what they say. I think that's a very loaded term.
Let me show you my favorite family in the entire world. I hope they live. They do. Thank goodness. The Hecking household. I love them so, 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 so much. They came with cats and dogs, which gave us, of course, cats and dogs, and that's
Mm,
really much it. But
that's
I
good to see.
love this household so much. Their name, Brant Hecking, and then Brent Hecking, and they have a dog named Rosie.
Oh my God,
But
that's so
supposedly they're
cute.
not even there.
Oh, they're
San
out and about.
Sequoia
You see that
Family
they're
House.
enjoying their life. That's it.
Apparently. At least Brent's over there, and we will actually want to be friends with him today. Let's bring over Alfred. Why not?
Hmm.
Oh, I should have brought over our cat.
I'm
Oh well.
sure Rosie and our cat would be the best of friends.
Yeah.
Hmm.
One day. But I will say though, the Hecking household is like my favorite household in the entire world in The Sims 4. We do have a non-binary character named Morgan Ember who lives in the magical world of, oh my gosh, what is that world called? Glimmerbrook.
Mm.
There's so many worlds, it's kind of crazy. But
Wait, did you say
Glimmerbrook
the
is
magical world of Glimmerbrook? What is? Sorry.
I
It
call
like
it the
it
magical
like
world.
came over me like a wave for a moment there. I was just like, yeah, that sounds normal. Wait a minute.
The, the magical world of Glimmerbrook.
Mhm.
Um, but it's called Glimmerbrook, and we got spellcasters, aka like witches, warlocks type of people.
Oh my God.
And I think they're really cool, but Morgan Embers are like a non-binary character that they
Mm.
added in before we got pronouns in The Sims 4. And
Mm.
then there is also uh there are some other like non-traditional families in the game as well that I love, and I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but they are around, I will
Mm.
say.
Love seeing those that representation from the get-go of like LGBTQI plus families. Let's go.
Yes. I will say a good
I was
jawline.
gonna say quite the strong jawline. Like, whew, boy.
Yes.
It's got the dimple
Speaking
chin
of
as well. Like, whew.
speaking of also, oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm all over the place today, but I love I love them.
Who
The
is
sim is
she?
named Ash.
Ash. I'm in love with
Ash
Ash.
is one of the other non-binary characters in the game that we got with high school years
Oh,
in the
what are
town that we
they?
live in, Copperdale. And Ash is wonderful.
Oh
A
my
wonderful
goodness.
human being.
I honestly, they look like they would be pretty fun. It seems like they would take you to a like an arcade with air hockey and just play air hockey with you. That's what I
Oh,
imagine they do.
definitely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They got that mad sense of style too. Let's go.
The style in The Sims 4 is like
Mm.
out of this world. It's always, oh,
So,
wait.
are you perhaps telling me that I could like build a castle in The Sims and put gay vampires in there? Is that something that's possible?
Yes, you can. We
Okay.
do have
It's
a
becoming more appealing by the
castle
second.
estate kit in The
Oh.
Sims 4 that we got recently, and then Windenburg get together adds in a lot of Tudor style European type of objects and
Mm.
outfits. Um, so you could literally create a Starion in The Sims 4 if you wanted to. Because we do
He's
have
still my beating
vampires
heart.
and
Oh.
werewolves and aliens. I've been recently playing Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, Astarion can bite my neck and I wouldn't bat an eye. He could honestly kill 10 people in front of me. I'm like, I saw nothing.
Mm.
I
That's
don't
a
know
good
what I'm
question
like.
actually. Yeah. What other games do you feel have like really good representation that you love?
Well, of course, Baldur's Gate
Baldur's Gate
3,
3. Mm-hmm.
100%. I guess also it's not even out yet, but I like the idea of Pair Lives. That's a really cool game I've been like looking at.
I've not heard of that one. What is
And
that?
Pair Lives is another it's another life simulation game that's coming out. I don't know when, but it's in the works. They've added a lot of cool representation. It's kind of like The Sims, but there's a different art style that has more of a cartoony look.
Mm.
And I think it's gonna be open world, but I'm not entirely sure.
I'm gonna Google it real quick
But
so I can see.
but Pair
Paralyze.
Lives,
Oh. Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3, Stray Gods is
Mm.
a really, really cool game that I got to play on stream, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
It's very musical based. It's like a role-playing musical game.
Yeah, we actually featured it in our indie showcase a few weeks
Yeah.
ago and played the beginning of that, and I've seen it a couple of times now, and like most of the cast of Critical Role seems to be in that game, which is really cool too. Like, yo.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like that's all I can think of at the top of my head.
That's okay.
I feel
Why does this character have the stone badge from Pokemon over his head? Like what
the stone badge above his
that
head.
little gem.
Oh, this?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So this is because we are in a group together. Whenever you invite other Sims that you
Right.
know, they'll
Okay.
have this diamond above their head.
That makes sense. I see that shape, and I think
That
I
helps.
just went to the Brock's gym and defeated him. So
It's like Pokemon. Is that you?
Mhm.
The other cool thing too is that you could go to the gallery. So there is an online version, and it's a gallery where people can upload their own creations, like their own houses, their own Sims. Like it's a never-ending catalog of pure creativity. Um, I'm gonna type in BG3, and you could
Oh
literally
my
download
god!
like all the Poltergeist 3 characters. There's like
How many
some buildings.
Astarians? So many Astarians.
There's even like a custom content version of him somewhere in this catalog. Oh yeah, this one.
I
Wonderful.
was actually thrilled to find out that the voice actor Neil Newborn is a I think he's a local actually to me. I think he's a Brummie. He's
Oh,
from Birmingham, which is again a random tidbit of information, but it was just really cool to find that out. So yeah.
that's
So
cool.
oh my god, oh there's so much stuff. Like just endless content, endless.
Yeah.
Oh my
There's
god, look at that.
also this like
The little pride houses. This is what you need, the pride party village. Let's go. Gotta have a get together. Have a bunch of queer
we
people just
do.
round. That's so good.
I
I
think
re
I placed it down somewhere. I actually can place it down in the world. So you can, of course, manipulate lots however you want
Mm,
in this world. If you wanted to build your own, you could. If you wanted to replace a lot, you could. It's like a
mm.
never ending of possibilities.
I
So I
love
want
that.
to add in this Pride Village down onto the world because I can show you what it looks like.
So you'd literally just pick it and place it down. That's amazing.
hmm You even can have events at the places that you want to go to. So we could have a Pride
Hmm.
event at this Pride Village if we wanted to.
That's very cute. I love that. It's like
Ooh.
everything you've been saying like makes sense, but as soon as you opened up that tab with all of the all the different stuff, I'm like, Mama need.
It's like a rabbit hole.
Yeah, very
Um,
cool.
but yeah, people do a lot of cool things. They recreate things that they see in real life or in their personal lives, or they people build also houses based off of like the pride flags. My friend Little Simsy did a charity
Oh.
fundraiser a
Mhm.
while ago. I think it was like last year, and she built townhouses based off of the trans pride flag,
That's
which I thought was really
cool.
cool.
That would actually
Yeah.
be like a really good like project to do, like different houses based on the different flags. That'd be really cool. That'd be a
Yes,
great like YouTube short series actually.
it would
Just
be.
just just saying, just saying.
Mm, I mean, hey, I'm not opposed to it. I'm always down for a new YouTube series to try
Mm.
out. There we go. But yeah, it's like really cool. We also have like ice skating and roller skating in The Sims 4. So you can also sell things on the selling table. You got yourself a photo booth.
That's
You can
so
get
cute.
married. Like,
And
oh,
just
the other
swings.
household
Everybody loves
too.
swings. You know what? I've not been on a swing set in years, but if you gave me the chance and, it wasn't in the middle of a kid's playground, I would get on a swing set anytime. Like, that's just fun.
Honestly, kind of like same. I haven't been on a swing set in a very long time. Now that I think
Mm.
about it,
You know what?
wow.
Next event, next Pride event, like just put a swing set
Mhm.
there and just let people have a go on the swing set. Like adults have a go on the
Okay,
swing set without any judgment. That's what I
that
want.
works for me. Where do we live? We live in Copperdale. Um, but I don't know. It's like it's just it's good. The
Hmm.
game is just good.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have anything bad to say about this because it's once changed my life, and
Mm.
two also at the same time it's a good way to escape.
Yeah.
We
I
need somewhere to escape to.
I did want to say a massive congratulations, by the way, on raising over, I think it was like $8,700 for St. Jude.
Yeah,
That's such a tremendous undertaking. Like, that's fantastic.
thank
Like,
you.
congratulations on that. And I know that as part of that you introduced your mom to The Sims for the first time, was it?
Yes,
How
I
did that
did. I
go?
introduced my mom to The Sims for the first time, and then also my dad as well. And then we did like Sims trivia a while ago, and that was pretty fun.
How did they fare getting on with it for the first time?
Honestly, there are a lot more pros than I thought
Mm.
thought they were. So I'm like, I'm proud of them because they did that, and they're gonna continue to play The Sims. My dad still plays The Sims after that first day.
Oh,
He
that's
did The
cute.
Sims trivia,
Oh
and
my
then did
gosh.
his what was it called? His build on stream. Every single day after that, he was just playing The Sims building. It was a Sims character that he created. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so cool.
I love that. I love that so much. That's so cute.
Okay, I'm just spamming this person with messages now.
Mm, mm.
Okay,
I
let's
do
add
want to
you
know
here.
before, because we've got about 10 minutes left of the show. So before
hmm
before we wrap up, I want to actually know what other games do you play, like in general, other than The Sims? What games like take up your time when you're not playing The Sims?
Oh, I play way, way too much Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley, that's a good game. Stardew Valley. Oh, the other game that has a lot of queer representation, Wildflowers. I love
Wildflowers.
Wildflowers.
Mm.
It's such a cute game. I finally kicked Mir Otto off of that island. I do not like him at all. But I will say though, Wildflowers, Stardew Valley. I used to be really into like Animal Crossing, but then I kind of like drifted off to the side of the game. But
Same.
yeah,
Same. Mhm.
Stardew, Wildflowers, Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
Minecraft is that game. Can he like not go to bed?
I feel like you could
Um,
just lose hours and hours and hours to Minecraft. Like, it's ridiculous.
oh, 100%.
Mm.
I feel like Minecraft is like that game you just can't stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because it's blocked. I'm like trying to figure out why he can't go upstairs.
Oh.
Because the couch is blocking the the walkway. That's the one thing you gotta be careful of if you wanted to make sure your Sims could get somewhere. Make sure you have space for them to walk, or they will not get where they need to go. Okay, I'm gonna delete this plant. I don't need it. There we go.
Hmm.
But those are like some of the games that I really do like a lot playing that kind of allow me to pass the time through.
Oh,
Just
he.
walk through a staircase.
I didn't know he had superpowers, but I guess this is how we're finding out that he's also partially Kitty Pride. There we go. Which is quite
Yeah.
apt for Pride Month. So
Yeah.
it's the Pride powers.
Um, but yeah, I will say though, you are correct. Fork of Death. The timeline, to give you all more of an understanding of The Sims, the timeline goes The Sims 3, and then The Sims 1, and then The Sims 2, and then Sims
Hmm.
4 does its own little thing because The Sims 3, when you look at it from a OG Townie's point of view, Bella Goth and Mortimer, or Bella Bachelor is her maiden last name when she was born with, and Mortimer Goth are children in the game.
Hmm.
So when you go to The Sims 1, they are adults and they have Cassandra Goth, which is their first child. And then Alexander never existed until The Sims 2.
Hmm.
But in The Sims 2, Bella Goth is missing, supposedly. And it's just little old geezer Mortimer Goth and adult Cassandra and child Alexander.
Hmm.
So it's a weird storyline, but a very fun storyline if you
Very
wanted to get
cool.
like really into the lore.
Mm. It's funny that you mentioned The Sims. Gaming actually, and thank you for reminding me about this, Robin, our producer, Robin. There is a Pride village being put together for It Gets Better. Just like
I saw
Minecraft
that.
creators are coming together and they're like building a whole village for Pride. They're doing like like a collaborative. I'm not sure if it's a relay thing or they're just like doing streams on it. So that's really cool. Definitely check out that article, chat. It's really cute to see. So yeah.
I will definitely check that out because that sounds really cool. As much
Hmm.
as I love Minecraft, I'm always looking for more ways to find different things to go to. Like right now, all I really do is just play Minecraft here and there, and then also uh, play Minecraft Disney. Like
Mm.
there's a whole
Minecraft
server just
Disney?
based around, yeah, Disney. It's
Wow.
not made by Disney or anything, but like people in the Minecraft community literally spent hours and hours and hours recreating every single ride from the Disney parks along with the correct sounds. And it's always updated with the updated sounds as they do in real life.
Wow, that's
They got
ridiculous.
fireworks shows. It's just gaming has literally made people so creative. Sims,
Mm.
Minecraft, Animal Crossing, Stardew. Like,
Yeah.
what's next?
Honestly, I
I
wish
don't
I had
know.
like 1% of the talent that some of these people have. It's ridiculous.
No, honestly, same.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
No. Let's invite you over, Mr. Alfred. I cannot invite you over? Hmm, that's weird.
It's
Well
like
then,
let's
let's send you a
have to
text
get
message.
ask him on another date or something, you know, like yeah. Oh, that's
Oh, We could do karaoke. It is a Pride event today, so
It
we
is
could
a
go
Pride
and do
event.
karaoke. And I can
Karaoke
give him a
Pride.
little gift.
Mm.
A little
Did
gift goes a
wait,
long way.
actually, SpringSims, that's a good question. Did you see the post about the Minecraft frog band that's being developed as a mod?
Mm, no, I did not.
No,
Was that posted today?
I think it's on social media. It's like on Twitter somewhere. It might come up if you uh like search for Minecraft frog band. But like I saw a little video and there's like a bunch of frogs just marching through the forest and they're like holding little pride flags. It's really cute. And then they get
That's
together with like
so
this main frog
cute.
and start playing music. It's super wholesome. Very, very cute.
That's so cute.
Hmm.
I haven't actually even experienced frogs in Minecraft in a long time.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna look that up because that's really nice.
Mm. I'll have to see if I can find that actually. Gaming, get on it. Write an article on the Minecraft frog band. That's the queer representation that we need.
And it's due today.
Yeah, end of day. I want it on my desk. Not like I'm an editor or anything. uh, all right then. Oh,
Okay.
look at this amazing space. Oh,
A
I think,
country duet with Alfred.
yeah, I think that's an amazing way to wrap this up, honestly. A duet. What you got for us, boys?
Okay.
It's very realistic as well. I love that they're not the best singers
It
in the
is
world.
like the fact, like, so the singing tool has up to level 10.
Hmm.
And so the fact that real people are voice acting the Sims characters, all the singing, all the voice cracks, all the mess ups, I'm always like, what?
I love it. That's great. And a fantastic way to wrap this up as well, because we are almost out of time today. So I wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone here for joining us today for the this Sims experience, this queer Sims experience. And especially you, Spring Sims. I hope you had fun.
I did. I love being able to share The Sims and in different on different platforms to different audiences, especially people who have never played The Sims or heard of The Sims. I'm like, you don't know The Sims? Let me tell you all about it. I could be here for hours on end just talking about it.
Hmm.
But I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, of course. Now, I do have to remind our viewers at home, thank you so much for being here. DigiPride 2024 is presented by Jammer Games, sponsored by Devolver Digital and Wizards of the Coast. So, again, a massive thank you to them. Don't forget, there's the Gaming Awards on the 25th of June at 11 p.m. PT, 2 p.m. ET, and 7 p.m. UK time here on our channels and over and on IGN, which, again, very excited for. And for everything else, you can head over to the DigiPride homepage at gamingmag.com/DigiPride. Now, SpringSims. I'd
Yeah.
love to let everybody know what you've got coming up and where people can find your content as well.
Yeah, totally. So I'm Spring Sims on every single platform: YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. And I stream every single day here on Twitch, Monday through Saturday, playing The Sims and other indie cozy gameplay. And I'm actually going to be live literally today in about an hour and a half. I start my streams at 6 p.m. Central, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Central. So a lot of cool, fun things. Would love to have you over there at my Twitch channel and hang out with us for some cozy, chaotic gameplay.
I love that. I love that so much. Get your butt over to SpringSims channel and hit that follow button. Great. Fantastic. As for the us, I'm going to be back tomorrow, actually. We're going to be back tomorrow
Ooh.
for the DigiPride House Party, the annual DigiPride House Party. I think this is the third or the fourth. I got to double check that. But yes, we're going to be raising money, medical aid specifically for Palestinians. And that's going to be with C-Dub, Sheila, Evo, and Radders. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Also on Sunday, we're going to be having the Gaming DigiPride podcast with exclusive interview an exclusive interview with Jammer Games and the Godot Foundation, or the Godot's Foundation, sorry. I'm not sure if that's pronounced Godot or Godot. One of the two. I'm sure I'll get shouted at afterwards about the pronunciation. And we're going to be exploring European LGBTQIA plus games. Until then, don't forget to keep it locked to Gayming Magazine, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.